What's going on, guys? JPP2 here. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. And for today's gameplay, we have an Adventure Springs versus an Eldlich player, with my opponent playing Eldlich going first. Now, you guys are seeing the DD Crow in my hand currently. This was a switched out version. I was playing around with my deck list, and I was going up against branded Despia players when I was streaming that day way too often. So I switched out my Druid Log for DD Crow. That's the reason why you guys are seeing the DD Crow in my hand currently. Also, as I told you guys, we are up against an Eldlich player. So what is Eldlich best known for? Well, they set down 5 cards past their turn over, right? Now, he activates a Pot of Prosperity. He flips over pretty interesting stuff, okay? He flips over Guardian, Haquero, Golden Lord, and Elixir of Black Awakening. But instead of adding any of those cards, this guy decides to add Ash Blossom to his hand. This guy, I mean, let's be honest, okay? Eldritch players, they suck. Eldritch players play Floodgates, but this guy, on top of Floodgates, was playing Hand Traps as well. I mean, Hand Traps do brick them, but like if they don't brick them, they're extremely annoying to deal with. So he adds Ash Blossom to his hand, then he's gonna set down 3 cards past his turnover. I was like, okay. This was on stream, by the way. I was hoping, okay? I was so hoping to draw into Harpy's Feather Duster. So when it was my draw phase, before I went into my draw phase, on chat I said, please let me draw a Harpy's Feather Duster. Please, for once in your life, Konami, let me draw Harpy's Feather Duster. And lo and behold, draw Harpies. My chat went nuts. They're like, Yugi, scripted, hack. And then once I draw Harpies, my opponent immediately flips over Anti-Spell Fragrance. My happiness and my chat's response got turned off so quickly. My chat started laughing at me. Like, bruh, really? You call a card, you get it, and your opponent flips over an Anti-Spell Fragrance. So that means I cannot Harpies Spell Duster in anymore. Cannot get rid of the back row. I can't even activate my Adventure Engine. If I go into my Prankets combo, I know this guy has Ash Blossom in his hand. So if I try to go into Prankets combo, I'm gonna get ashed instantly. Can't Chain Block because again, Anti-Spell Fragrance prevents our spell cards from coming on the field, at least for this turn. So I was hoping to bait out the Ash Blossom on my Enchantress. Opponent did not take the bait because let's be honest, these cards cannot be activated anyways because again of the Anti-Spell Fragrance. So I set down my cards, activate the flag, try to recycle out my Enchantress, in response to which I get Maxi. So the 2 cards in this guy's hand were Maxi and Ash Blossom. Again, it is what it is. I put my flag on the field, recycle out my Enchantress. I'm going to activate my flag to search for my Nemesis Corridor, which successfully baits out the opponent's Ash Blossom. Now, I am under Maxi, so I cannot combo this turn, unfortunately. So I just go into battle phase, I believe. I whack him for 1.1k. I don't even bother to normal out my Roxys because I need to save my Prankets combo starter card for my next turn, right? One of the major mistakes I did, let's be honest, I telegraphed my play, okay? What I mean by I telegraphed my play is that I'm telling my opponent this card might be imperm or something worse because I'm sending it in the column of the face-up revealed card. Imperm can shut down the Anti-Spell Fragrance for 1 turn at least, right? So what I should have done right here was not telegraph my play like this. I should have put my Harpy's Feather Duster somewhere else and put something else that was less useful, let's say like the Faithful Adventure or the right in this column. So that way, if the opponent draws into a, let's say, Golden Lord, he activates Golden Lord, pitches 1 card from the field to take 1 card from my side of the field sent to the graveyard. And if I had mind gamed my opponent that way, my Harpy's Feather Duster would have been safe. But unfortunately, I did not do it that way. You guys will understand why it's important. This guy, I believe, hard draws into a Golden Lord. So he activates Golden Lord and he targets exactly the card I had set on the field, which was extremely crucial for me to even attempt to make a play on my turn, on my next turn, right? So unfortunately, it is what it is. Did not mind game my opponent. My opponent could have been sniping me. Don't get me wrong, could have been stream sniped. But again, if he had half a brain, but let's be honest, this guy was on Eldlich. I highly doubt he had a brain of his own. But anyways, I DD Crow the Golden Lord, so Golden Lord does not come on the field. What I should have done, I believe, was waited till he activated the Golden Lord in the graveyard to pitch one card from his side of the field, and then DD Crowed out the Golden Lord, but that's okay. With that, the opponent ends his turn. Draw into Instant Fusion. That card again can't activate it because of Anti-Spell Fragrance, otherwise this would have been OTK this turn itself. Activate the flag, search for Corridor, and lo and behold, get a Rivalry. So let's figure it out, okay? The first three cards this guy set, first card was Anti-Spell Fragrance, second card was Rivalry. The first three cards he set on turn 1, by the way. Okay? Rivalry does prevent me from doing stuff, so I go into battle phase, whack him in the face, end my turn. With that, on my opponent's draw phase, draws a card, he sets down a card, passes his turn over. Now keep in mind, this game's gonna go for 24 turns, okay? This game is all about the patience. I had to be extremely patient in this matchup because I did have a way to go past his board, but I had to be extremely patient to do that, right? Draw into Lamseys. I normal out my Lamseys, and then since I normaled out a monster on the field, that triggers my Fateful Adventure. Rivalry locks you into one type of monster only, right? Both cards are Pyros, so I could normal out my Lamseys, but I cannot go into my Token because Token is a fairy monster, okay? Rivalry kills your adventure combo. Activate the flag again, search for Corridor, go into battle phase, start whacking him to get him as low as possible. So with that, the turn is over, opponent draws a card. He activates the Heavenly Prison from his hand, which he hard drew, by the way. This guy was hard drawing cards he needed left and right. Hard draws the Heavenly Prison. With that, I draw Ash Blossom, and he flips over Skill Drain. So on the activation of Skill Drain, this card he drew into it the turn before, okay? Hard drew into Skill Drain. I mean, Praying Kids can play into Skill Drain, let's be honest. Skill Drain does not matter to us as much, but still pretty annoying to deal with now. The Heavenly Prison comes to the field, he activates a Pot of Extravagance. He sets down a Pot of Extravagance for his next turn. I have to set my card face up defense so that way I don't take much damage. Over here, I made a mistake, okay? The mistake was me setting down my Corridor face down on the field. The reason being that I was worried that he might be able to OTK me if he draws in something that does OTK me. That was the whole reason why I set down my Corridor. Should not have done that because I need this guy to kill both my cards for me to be able to activate the right to go into Token, attach Draco back to it, and start bouncing cards from my opponent's side to even be able to attempt to go into my own combo. So, bad mistake on my part, but that's okay. Activates the Pot of Extravagance. Again, don't want this guy drawing two cards. I Ash Blossom him, and he ends his turn with that. Now, my draw phase, I draw into a Call by the Grave. Set down my Draco back plus Call by the Grave, and pass my turn over. Again, what I should have done right here was kill off both my cards on the field and leave my field empty. But again, I was worried about getting OTK'd that turn. So I let it be. Again, mistake on my part. You guys will understand why. This guy kills off my Corridor, and with that, he sets down a card, passes his turn over. Now, on my draw phase, I draw Evenly Match. And I just end my turn, which I should not have done, by the way, because this guy knew how to play Eldlich. Okay, he knew what I was going to do. So my whole thought process was he's going to use his Heavenly Prison, kill off my flag. That way on my next turn, I'll be able to go into my combo. No, big mistake. Big mistake in assuming that. Because the opponent can put this card face up defense. That means I cannot kill my own card. That means I cannot go into my Token. That means I cannot bounce the Rivalry off of the field. Pretty huge thing right there. At this point, I should have put my Corridor face, the flag face up attack, killed it off into the Heavenly Prison, gone into main phase 2, done my combo, and got into roaster because I had enough to go into my roaster this turn itself, so I should have done that. But I was being greedy with my play, and I did not do that. And lo and behold, the opponent did exactly as I said. He puts his card face up defense. This was all on stream. I was talking to my chat about this. My chat agreed with me. I should have done that. And this guy just puts his card face up defense. So he's basically, he just crippled my whole play, right? I have to activate the Fateful Adventure, search for the Griffin, pitch out the copy of Anti-Spell that I draw into. Again, useless card. So now we are both locked out, right? He cannot do anything to me. I cannot do anything to him. He is waiting for lethal. I am waiting for a way to out this board. So we're both basically kidnapping each other. Now he called by the graves by Enchantress. I'm okay with that. He opens up a spot on his field, sets down another card, passes his turn over. I mean, my turn just has to keep going off and off and off because again, I was still waiting for something. He activates a Golden Lord from his hand, to which I respond with a Call by the Grave again. Don't want the Golden Lord activating. Both his Golden Lords, okay? I DD crowed out one Golden Lord and Call by the Grave out the other Golden Lord. So his two Golden Lords are banished out. I don't know if this guy was running 3. I checked his deck list. He was running 3. But let's see. Draw phase, draw into Ash Blossom. I have to end my turn. Pitch out Evenly Match. Evenly Match being a useless card at this point. The reason why I'm leaving one spot open on my side is because I want to leave it open in case I need to set something else down. Draw into Pranks. Need to set down the Pranks. Now, when I say I was looking for an out, Pranks was my one and only out at that point. My Harpy's Feather Duster is in the graveyard, and I had no Twin Twisters. My Pranks was my one and only out to this guy's field, okay? That's the only card that allows me to play anymore. Because Pranks can pitch a Prankets card from your hand, get yourselves a token being a non-effect monster, you can attach Draco back to it and bounce one card from our opponent's side. That card has to be the Rivalry. Now, the reason why I say I was waiting for the Pranks is because the token that we put on the field is a Pyro, okay? It's a fire attribute Pyro type. So it does not conflict with the Rivalry because we had another fire pyro type monster on the field. That's the whole reason why I said I was waiting out for Pranks. That was my one and only out. With that, I start going into my combo, start ramping up into our combo. Recycle out the adventure, get our Plan Verte on the field. I use Instant Fusion, go into Rocket Ride. Rocket Ride can tribute itself, target 2 Prankets cards in the graveyard, put them on the field, then start going into my combo. Go into Goddess by taking away the opponent's Heavenly Prison. I don't think I was going to be able to push over the Heavenly Prison because of skill drain, so access code is not a real possibility. So I had to take away the Heavenly Prison from the opponent's side. Start whacking him and just go for lethal. The game gave me one turn. He did not have Solemn Judgment or anything, so I just went in for lethal. So that's going to be it for today's game, guys. See what patience does. You need to play patiently with prank kits sometimes. So if you guys do enjoy these kind of videos, please consider hitting the like button, subbing to my channel for more daily prank kit video uploads. And if you guys are interested in a live version of all of this, I do live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/jpbduel. Link along with my schedule and a link to my Discord will be in the video description so for you guys to check out. This is JPBduel signing out for today. I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace!